All right, Chief, thank you very much. Well, tonight, a WIS investigation reveals that Columbia police officers have seized illegally owned or abandoned guns 451 times since last February. That illegal firepower on Columbia's streets is something that the police chief, Skip Holbrook, calls a clear threat. Our Chris Joseph dug into the data, those numbers, to take a look at the impact there and also talk with Chief. Chris, tell us more about where they are confiscating these guns.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, Judy. The data shows they're being seized everywhere. We took data from the department and put it onto a map. And as you can see, really, all corners of the city are covered. Now, for example, there was a gun seized really just right up the street from where we are right now on Gervais just a few weeks ago. Now, this shows the hard work, of course, by CPD's officers, but also represents the challenges that are facing the city right now. It's a sound Columbia Police Chief Skip Holbrook and his department want to hear less of. His team is actively working to curb the number of shootings in the city and the number of weapons involved. That means utilizing new tools and new strategies.
We could not continue to do things how we had always done it. That's the definition of insanity.
Since February 2020, the department has published the photos of illegally owned weapons it seized on its website. Each of the 451 photos over the last 14 months come complete with a date, an address, and the weapons in question.
I wanted to create a little bit of a wow factor for our public.
So I took the photos and put them on the map. Here's the final product. The Columbia Police Department is seizing guns across the city, including some places you might not expect. Officers seized a rifle at the 1000 block of Assembly Street. That's right near the State House. The department has seized 4 guns on the 2100 block of Waverly Street, the same block as an elementary school. CPD even had to seize a gun here at its own headquarters. To find those guns, the department is using shot spotter technology that hears and alerts officers to shootings. It secured grant funding for gun crime analysts and have been using a canine that can sniff out weapons. Those tools have helped seizures climb by almost 30% from 2018 through 2020. The department's gun violence data in recent years shows mixed results. The number of people getting shot is down 19% since 2015. However, the number of fatal shootings has climbed by 70% in that time.
As an agency, our focus has been very surgically focused on gun crime. And that's not just the specialized units, that's from the patrol units on the street.
More than 40% of the guns seized are in North Columbia, where community organizer Perry Bradley says finding a weapon is easy.
All you have to do is know the right person in the right place. And they come from so many different places. I mean, most handguns you find on the streets illegal are found by guys going in and unlock cars and grabbing somebody's firearms.
He runs Building Better Communities, a group that works to bring together law enforcement and neighborhoods to alleviate societal issues, including gun violence.
You got to think about it. We come from a very combative environment. So, you know, if you live in the areas and neighborhoods that some of our young folks live in, you realize that that is their only way of survival. You either have a gun or you get gunned down. And I'm not saying that's right, I'm not saying that's everybody, but I'm saying that is the mythology that is keeping guns so readily available in our communities. Think about it. Why would you buy a gun if you didn't need it or if you didn't need protection?
The department reports it made more than 400 charges for illegal gun possession in 2020. Now, you can find this map right now on WISTV.com. You can search addresses to see what guns have been seized and where they've been seized by officers. In Columbia, Chris Joseph, WIS News 10.
All right, Chris, thank you very much. Chief Holbrook also says that he wants state lawmakers to create graduated sentencing for repeat offenders. He says that right now there are more serious punishments for people who steal candy bars than those who repeatedly violate multiple gun possession offenses.